The world is complicated with issues varying in degrees. Many are embittered and angry with life as a result of one incident or the other. Some are angry as a result of their errors, while others as a result of abuse and molestation. For others, it is the resultant effect of parental negligence and bad influence from friends.
Today, the church has housed many pretenders who have died under the disguise and umbrella of all is well. You see people come to church beautifully dressed and putting on fake smiles, yet deep within them lies the demon of rape, romance, pornography, molestation, abuse, alcoholism, cultism, and the likes.
A lot of people in the church, their conscience are not pricked to what they do in the secret because everybody is shying away from it. Nobody wants to talk about it.
The message of salvation is not just enough. You have to talk about these vices. The church has to be dynamic. The church has to be progressive.
The conversation is geared towards reaching out to people to have the courage of opening up their challenges, their struggles, so as to find help.
You must always talk to your children. Any sign you see that you're not comfortable with, please find a way to talk to your children about it. Sometimes we want to talk about it. I wouldn't have gotten so deep if I had one person who had ever talked to me about it, but no one. There are some points, there was this day I had cigarettes in my bags and weed and everything, and then I was going to give my big sister something and then it just fell off my bag. Till today, she never said anything to me.
You see, but the role of parents for you to come out of these issues is very, very important. It's very, very important. My parents stopped at nothing. Yes, of course, from the beginning, when they didn't understand it, of course, harsh, aiya. But gradually, when they were understanding the issue, do you know that my mom, she's here, she had to go back to school to do masters in biblical counseling and psychology at JETS just to understand my problem. And when she did that, she understood better.
Life itself has many faces. Sometimes we go through it smoothly. Other times we experience divergent dimensions of tendencies. Either way, they are the shades of what makes life beautiful.
Do you feel hopeless? Are you going through any form of molestation, be it drug abuse, alcoholism, pornographic challenge? It is time for you to brace up and open up.
Seek for solution. Ask questions.
It is not always too late to get out of it. All you need to do is to talk about it.
The restoration God needs in our present day and time is the restoration of the family. The question here is, how many parents are willing to admit their wrongs before their children so as to have a better society? Unless we have come to this understanding, believe you me, we will keep struggling and wallowing in our struggles, in our sins, and then the world is a doomed place for us.
And for the church needs to play, the church has a major role to play, yes? The church has shied away from talking about drugs, talking about sex, talking about all these vices. And so we found ourselves in these things. The church should be more proactive. The church should talk about these things, tell people. I think the church is where parents should even hear more of those things. Because I'm sure if a pastor talks to parents about it, there's no way the parents will not even listen to what the pastor was saying.
When the church begins to talk about it, preach about it, talk about it, bring biblical scriptures to it, organizing youth programs where people can talk about these things very well, It will help a lot.
And I call on the church to have an open arm to help this generation, because so many are dying in their sins. So many have been caged as a result of doctrinal issues.
The conversation.
The conversation.
Reaching out to the remnants.
Reaching out to the remnant.
The conversation is a platform set aside for the entire world to know about your story. It is therefore time to reach out to the remnants through the conversation.